All right. Good evening, y'all. Thank you for checking out my channel for the Love of Water Tarot. My name is Chianti, and I'm going to do a Pisces read live this evening. So hopefully you guys get the notifications. You guys jump in. Again, this reading will be for my baby shark, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the Pisces, okay? All right, hopefully you guys get notifications and you jump in and we will get started. All right. Okay, again, really quickly, thank you for checking out my channel for the Love of Water Tarot. My name is Chianti, and I am going to do a read for the Pisces live, okay? Again, this read will be for the baby shark, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as the cross watcher. A lot of you guys already know how this goes. This is a general read. So some things may resonate for you, some things will not. The things that resonate, it's okay to keep. Don't try to make a square peg fit into a round hole. If it doesn't resonate, it's just not for you. Release it back into the universe and allow whoever it is for it to accept it, okay? If I get it right for you guys, take care of your girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Email me for the loveofwatertarot@gmail.com if you guys are interested in booking. I accidentally took a nap this afternoon that went too long, so if I seem like I'm a little lethargic, bear with me. I'm still waking up. Hey, Maybelline. Hey, Shorty. Really quickly, when I pulled a couple of cards, just to kind of get an idea what the main goal or focus of this read may be, I got two cards that was telling me no regrets. Literally, block, deny, avoid some sort of energies of regret or regression or repression, right? Deny or avoid the energy of holding things back, suffering in silence. Like, block out that energy. That's why I titled it No Regrets. And underneath the deck was the Ace of Cups. So I definitely know, yeah, the spirit guides are under here. So that's why I titled it No Regrets. Because whatever we're getting ready to discuss in this read, I feel like that's a message directly from spirit. That spirit wants you to move forward in an energy of no regrets. Deny any kind of regrets. Deny any kind of energy of the past that could definitely be causing you some sort of grief, right? I do feel like we are being called to deny and avoid negative thoughts because we have this Ace of Cups here that's coming in to like ignore that, right? To ignore the bad and focus on the good, because there is something about our spirit guides leading us to make some decisions, okay? Now that's just what I have just from the cards that I got, just to kind of give me an idea of what we're going into, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the cards. Hey, big dude. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Andreas. The mic is on, baby. Y'all got to check y'all stuff now because I'm going to show you something. Let me tell you something. I have a somewhat expensive microphone. This is not a cheap piece of equipment, and it's damn near turned up all the way as high as it can go. Someone had commented recently that it is some kind of glitch with YouTube, and sometimes when you can't hear, you have to go out and come back in or something. But it's definitely not my equipment. It's just not. Like this is, like I said, I'm not using like a cheap microphone that came with the computer. Like I paid good money for this. This is a certified mic, y'all. So at this point, it's not the mic. Let me see if this got anything to do with it. I'll turn this up a little bit. Maybe that may help. But it's definitely not the mic, y'all. It's not. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to get started. I did turn something up on the back, but I don't even think that was supposed to be turned up like that. But hopefully that helped. But other than that, I don't know what else I can do. I don't know. It's not my equipment, y'all. I promise y'all that mic is new. I paid good money for that mic. It's something with YouTube. So if you can't hear me, go out and come back in, because I had somebody comment about that, like it's a glitch with the actual site. And I mean, I've been going crazy. People been saying, and I'm like, I know damn well, because like I said, that's like a recording quality microphone. It's not like I'm using the pre-installed equipment on a computer. Okay. But yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right? All right. Let me get the core spread down, and we'll start clarifying, and we'll find out what you jokers got going on, okay? I will do my best to bring you this tea, okay? Hey, Lisa. Let's go. Let it go. My phone telling me it's bedtime. I just woke up. Oh, gosh. Oh, that was a good nap. Oh, it was such a good nap. Oh. It was the kind of nap you can take when you can relax about some stuff. And I got up today and I really faced some things that I needed to face, and took care of some things I needed to take care of. And that's why I was able to sleep like a damn baby. I did not mean to sleep that long or this late. All right, for Pisces spirit, let's find out what's going on for my baby sharks. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Almost done, y'all. Okay. All right. Underneath the deck, we have good old High Priestess here. Yep, so Pisces, you're going to have to use your intuition on this one. You showing up as the High Priestess. This is definitely our energy, right? So this is when we know what we know, even if we don't know why we know it, right? Because it can be something intuitive, or it could just be a secret that we literally know. Oh, wow. I'm going to tell you like this, Pisces. If you don't know a secret about, if it's not you knowing an explosive secret about someone else, whatever it is that you know is getting ready to blow some things up for you in a good way. Like it's going to go up. So like I said, either you know a secret about something else, or there's something about something that you know, like your wisdom, your intellect, your intuition, that's getting ready to like really give life to some big things in a big way. It's gonna like something that's gonna go up in a big way for you. It's one or the other. Either you know a secret about someone else, an explosive secret too, like an earth-shaking secret about someone, or it has something to do with what you know being absolutely groundbreaking for you, right? Something about your intuition leading you to something really, 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 really big, okay? Hey, Nikki Fontaine. You know the secrets? You know the secrets, Appellate Bell? Did I say that right? Because is it appellate? I want to say appellate, but I don't know if that's right. I think it's appellate, but I may be... Yeah. Hey, Leslie. So let's see where this is going, okay? Let's find out what we got going on here. The situation, what's going on in the present energy is us. Here we are, the Hangman. Now, based on what I've said previously, this Hangman could be in reference. Is this my shirt sitting here? Yeah, I can see my shirt. This Hangman could be reference to a couple of things. Again, if there is something that you know about someone else with the Hangman, it makes perfect sense to me. Because if you know a secret about someone else, like the Hangman is like, I'm not getting involved in that. It ain't nothing for me to do. I'm just going to sit back and however this go down, it goes down, right? Okay, so I got it right. It's one or the other. Like I said, and I see it both ways. If this has something to do, if it doesn't have something to do with a secret you know about someone else, this has everything to do with you kind of sitting in some sort of space and getting the enlightenment, right? I don't know. I feel like with this Hangman, this is and High Priestess, it's all about wisdom and enlightenment. So let me find out what it is you got going on here, because a lot of you are confirming that you know something about someone else, and I feel like that's why the Hangman is here. But if it's something that you know, like that doesn't, if it's something that's not concerning anyone else, like I said, it has everything to do with your wisdom, your intellect. I also feel like this Hangman is telling me, if it's about you, that there are some things that you are supposed, that's what I'm saying. This is the blocking, right? This is denying. This is like blocking, blocking, no regrets, right? Yes. So yes, Pisces, you may need to just like really sit in the position that you're in the current. You may just really be sitting in whatever energy you in right now, right, with the Hangman. And there is some sort of enlightenment coming, something that you know, dealing with your wisdom, your intellect, is going to bring in a bunch of abundance. It's going to be like earth-shattering abundance for you. It's going to shake up your world, but you also may know some earth-shattering information about someone, right? Like I said, this Two of Swords with regrets, this could simply be like you not getting involved, right? Letting somebody find out on their own, right? It could definitely be you like taking the hands off situation, like too bad, so sad. And I hate to say it like that, but it's almost like whatever, if it's a secret about someone else, I don't think it's anything you could do about it, right? I don't think there is necessarily anything for you to do. So let me try to get some additional information on this. I wish I would have brought this other deck up here. Why didn't I do that? One may never know. Okay. Hey, sweet fire. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know the High Priestess is intuitive, and it could definitely be something about your dream space. Pay attention to your dreams. Even if they're not, hey, Mink, even if it's not necessarily correct, that seed is planted in your brain for some reason. So this may really be the time to pay attention to your dream space. Let me get some clarification on what's going on with this Hangman. Spirit, can you clarify why the Hangman is currently here? Again, like I said, whether it's something you know about someone else, with the Hangman being in the present energy, it's nothing you can do. Oh, I'm also hearing the Hangman's noose. So it could also be like somebody's goose is cooked in the present, and it ain't really nothing else you can do about it, right? If this is about someone else's secrets. But if it's just about your life and you in general, it's kind of like giving me the energy of just hang in there, right? Because the enlightenment that you are seeking is coming. But while you are doing that, block out and deny any kind of negative energies, any kind of negative thoughts, any kind of negative memories, right? Like kind of avoid that, deny that, right? Deny the energy of that. Let me just say that, okay? Yeah, sometimes I hate when I can't remember them. I hate when and it's like almost like you could get so close to it, like something will happen where you kind of for a split second you remember it, but then it goes just that quick, right? Like you know you were in a place or a time or with a person, but it's all a blur. Hey, wait a minute, you told me it was Iviani, right? Hey, Iviani. So So let's see what comes up for this Hangman position. I got a lot of energy here with Pisces of like lots of intuitive cards and lots of cards that's giving me like enlightenment, like some real eye-opening, enlightening shit that's coming. I feel like with the Hangman being here in the present, I feel like it's really nothing that you can do. Look, 4 of Pentacles. Pisces, why in the current is this energy giving me like I said, it's almost like stay the F out of some stuff. I don't know why I'm getting this, right? Hold back. Don't get involved. Keep to yourself. Some of you literally, you just got to hang in there. Money may be tight, but it's like if this is about money, right? If this is about money, I appreciate you, sweet fire. Thank you very much. Thank you oh so much. Like, it's almost like we could be talking about money, right? Because I did say, right, what you know, your wisdom, you are wise, you smart, right? And I'm going to tell you something else, too, I just heard. Because you are wise, because you are skilled, because you are gifted, because you're intuitive, something else may be blowing up for someone else, right? And it could definitely be presenting an opportunity for you financially, right? If this is about money, it could definitely, and I hate to say it like that because, like I said, whatever is happening, especially if it's something happening to someone else and there's a secret that you know, there's really nothing that you can do. And I feel like Spirit may be telling you, even if you have the urge to like put your beak in it, don't. Hangman in the 4 of Pentacles. Don't get in that. Stay away from it. Now, if this is just about money, I feel like this is Spirit telling me to tell you like to hang in there, right? The enlightenment you seek is coming, but I also feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, this is a very selfish energy, energy that's very protective, right? So I kind of feel like it's like protect yourself, hold back, like don't give to something, right? Just kind of hang in there and don't give to something. What's underneath this deck? Look, the Ace of Pentacles. See, listen, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whatever is going on here is definitely present. And this Ace of Pentacles has been chasing us. I've been pulling Ace of Pentacles for myself all over the place, for y'all. Like, whatever it is definitely coming. But I feel like, I feel like, whatever is happening here, like I said, whether this is money, there's something coming in for you, right? And it could definitely be because of your skills, your gifts, ability, what you know, that you're wise, intuitive, right? It may be just a situation where you just gotta kind of keep your mouth closed, meditate, stay out of some ish, and let the divine do what it's gonna do, right? Or this is literally something that you know about someone else, and it's going to be earth shaking. Someone's world is gonna blow up. But like I said, it may be something. It may be one of those things where it's really nothing that you can do about it. But there's some sort of Ace of Pentacles being handed to you because of it. Okay. Give me one more. Why is the Hangman here in the present? I do feel like for most of us, it is telling me currently right now, whichever way this is hitting for you, this is what you're doing. You kind of like staying in your lane, staying to yourself. Look for it. Yeah, very much. These are 2 cards are not doing a damn thing, right? The Hangman is just hanging out, right? Just hanging out, right? Right? The Hangman does not have to be stagnant. The Hangman could be a decision, right? To chill the F out. Hang in there, right? Again, y'all see that one foot is tied, but you see that other leg is crossed. It does not appear to be tied, and those hands aren't tied either, right? In essence, he could sit himself up and free that other foot if he really wanted to, right? How tight is that foot tied, right? These are 3 cards of telling me in the present that whatever is happening right now, I feel like I'm saying Spirit telling me to tell you, no, you're not doing shit. Whatever it is about this situation, I don't mean not doing shit. Like I said, if this is something dealing with your finances, it's kind of like hang in there. Hold on, right? 4 of Pentacles, hold on to what you got. And with the Four of Swords, kind of relax, rest, recover, strategize, kind of just like hang in there. But for some of y'all, this is literally, do you see this shit? Look how the hands are folded over the Pentacle. Look how the hands is folded on the Four of Swords. This is somebody not doing anything. Look. Yes. What's this about? What the fuck y'all got going on? I feel like the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Truth, right? It is the truth. It's yes, that's the truth. Yes. So I feel like this is the energy right now, right? The energy right now is It took me, how many minutes I've been on here? It took me 20 minutes to figure out that y'all are telling me in the current. The current energy is and put it where it goes. Put it where it goes. Hey, science. I feel like I look sleepy. You know, I got like, I'm like cherub faced. I got chubby cheeks and shit, and the little beady eyes with the bags under them. So I just woke up. I was trying to get that from just fresh from waking up look off of me. I feel like it's still there. Now, again, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I have some ideas, but this is definitely the energy y'all telling me. Very intuitive, very quiet, very knowing something. Like I said, either what you know is going to take off, is going to really allow some abundance to flow for you, especially if this is about like money being tight, right? And really recovering financially and kind of just having to hang in there and kind of seeking, and I don't want to say waiting, but yeah, kind of seeking and waiting for some sort of enlightenment to come in, right? It could definitely be you in that energy in the current, right? But for some of us, I do feel like it's a little bit deeper. I feel like there's some situation that everything that we know, that we very much know with the High Priestess, but everything in us intuitively is telling us, even though we know, it is not for us to do a damn thing. The Four of Pentacles feels like keeping your opinions to yourself, right? Keeping whatever. It's keeping a lot to yourself, right? This is. Well, however this is you keeping some ish to yourself. The Hangman is mad at your business, staying in your lane. Keeping your mouth closed. I can see some of y'all just like this. What y'all got going on? Yes, yes. Coffee and glasses had a multitude of sins. Yes. Give me 1 second, y'all. My baby texting me. Sorry, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Yes. Again, I feel like and I feel like y'all know why, because it's coming up very strongly. In the current, the energy is I'm not getting involved in that. I'm gonna stay right over here where I'm at. I know what I know. What I know. Some of you, it's almost like, because the Hangman is seeking enlightenment, it's almost like, and the High Priest is almost like you wise enough to know, right? I'm wise enough to know not to get involved with that, right? For sure. Yep. For sure. Thank you, Krista. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like button for me, y'all. I'm trying to get my channel back into the algorithm and get back into my groove. And y'all are integral into me doing that, okay? Integral. Let's find out what's crossing this energy. Now, what came out was the Five of Cups. So what's crossing this energy is somebody's disappointment. Now, Pisces, again, let's say we're just talking about you. This could be the disappointments that you've had, right? This could literally be like, hang in there, baby, right? Your moment is coming, right? Don't just like block all kind of regrets and negative energy out. Just kind of hang in there. Heal, meditate, hold on to your coin, right? And hang in there, baby. Whatever it is that you know, whatever it is that you're able to do, it is going to bring you abundance in a big way, right? You just kind of got to, I'm getting a strong energy. If this is about you as far as finances and things like that, like if you've just been disappointed, feeling kind of stuck, feeling like you're kind of hanging in there, right? Some of you, if you're dealing with like selfish people, or if you're healing from dealing with selfish energies, stubborn, miser energies, right? It's just some of y'all like, this is bigger than just what you know about someone else. It could definitely be about you, right? But I am getting a strong message of telling you just to hang in there, because the problem could be that you've definitely had some disappointments. The Five of Cups is disappointments, right? If you notice on the Five of Cups, it's very sad looking, and 3 cups are turned down, right? But there are still 2 cups standing, right? There are still connections and things to celebrate. There's still love there, right? There's still opportunities there, right? The problem could just be that you're extremely disappointed about things, and my whole read could just be here to tell somebody, just hang in there, baby, okay? Just hang in there, right? Because you're wise, you're empathic, you're telepathic, and what you know, it will go up for you. It will. What you know, it'll bring in some abundance. Hang in there, right? Things are going to go up. It's like it definitely your world. I feel like some like earth shattering shit, because the Tower is under the Empress. It's like something earth shattering here for someone. Like, and it could be just you recovering from that, but something is going to go up. And the Five of Cups could simply be your disappointment. Now, I don't know for some of you, because I do feel like for some of you, the Five of Cups has everything to do with what someone else is going to experience. And interesting enough, the Hangman is in the current position. It's also in the what we don't know too. You see that? So there's something to this. So we'll get to it when it's time to clarify that energy. But it's definitely there. Now, for others of you, this Five of Cups has everything to do with somebody else's disappointment. Like I said, depending on what this is, right? If this is something dealing with work, right? Let's say something is going down with somebody dealing with work. I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm seeing it. Like, if you know that something is going to blow up for somebody, and you staying the F out of it, I do feel like there was some sort of energy of them disappointing someone. Like, it feels like they disappointed someone who they're connected to. They let someone down or disappointed someone, right? I also feel like there could be a situation where someone disappointed 3 people, and there's only like 1 person left standing behind somebody. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but there could definitely be like 3 votes of a nay, and only 1 person still saying yay, and everybody else like nah, right? I don't know why I'm getting that. I don't know why. Thank you, Leslie. Please, y'all, and hype my videos. I don't know what that's about. Now, that's something new feature that they came out with while I was in recovery, but I'm seeing that too. So if you guys, if you will, please hype the videos. If you see that option when you see them, please hype them. I would be so grateful. Thank you. So let's find out. I pulled out my messy deck. I pulled out the What's the Tea deck. Even though it's a bit messy, and I don't know if it's going to resonate with what I got, what the kind of energy I'm in right now. I haven't used them in a while. I did feel like this could be a very appropriate deck to clarify the crossing energy, the problem energy, right? Like I said, so the problem could be that someone, that you know something, and someone has disappointed either 3 people, or they did something 3 times, right? Or it's just simply, you know, that someone is going to find out some very disappointing news, but it has something to do with some sort of disappointment, okay? So let's see what this Five of Cups could be about, what's crossing. And again, if this is you, this is just you done been through it, you know. And the problem is something is coming in, but again, you have to kind of hang in there. And I feel like you probably know that. Look, dust it off. So somebody is going to be sent packing, right? Again, Pisces, if I'm just talking directly to you about your current circumstances, about your current circumstances, the problem could simply be that you've been in this Five of Cups energy, right? You've been sad, heartbroken, discontent. The problem could just simply be you needing to dust yourself off, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep it moving. But again, dust it off is the energy of somebody picking themselves up, dusting themselves off, and trying again. But it could also be somebody sent off, right? Dusted off. Y'all have to tell me. Hey, Marianne. Look, I'm right though. Listen. Pisces, some of you have been disappointed. Some of you feel, right in the current, some of you are just in this Hangman energy because you are recovering from dealing with stubborn, selfish energies, hater energies, cock blocker energies, right? Right? For sure. And the problem is that there's been a lot of disappointment. Some of you may be like, for some of you, I'm just also hearing like recovering from situations where you may have kept yourself in long term because you held on to people too tightly. It could definitely be an energy of recovering from that, right? Just healing from holding on to people too tightly, but also holding on to energies that were stubborn and selfish, right? Too tightly. And Five of Cups and dusted off could just simply be fuck a hater, for sure. Like, for real. Like, F them cock blockers, right? And don't even let your own mind play the cock blocking tricks on you. But some of y'all, there is something that you know. Like I said, it's going to be some sort of disappointment. It's going to be some sort of disappointment. And then there's that block again. Let me try to get one more about what this is. Thank you, Andreas. Yeah. Give me one more on this Five of Cups. For what's crossing this, for the crossing energy, spirit. Mental prison. Okay, look, acting cold. Some of y'all know something about, listen, if this is something that you know about somebody, there could be an energy. I don't know if it's something about the way this energy speaks. I don't know what it is about what this energy does. Like, this could be, like I said, a very selfish, stubborn kind of energy, right? For sure. The kind of energy that's like Eric Cartman. Whatever, I do what I want, right? Some of y'all know something about that kind of energy where something is getting ready to go up for it. Like I said, but if I'm just talking about you, this is about you being stuck in your head. That's that stuck energy, right? Listen, I don't know what I'm hearing here. But for some of y'all, and it's coming up again, if somebody been like embezzling or stealing something from, like as far as time or some shit, because somebody may be getting ready to get sent packing, and they may be, they ass may be lucky that they not getting locked up. Or this could definitely be, or the problem could definitely be that, like if it's somebody getting sent packing too, I feel like it could be one of them things where, it could have been something that was a long time coming, because for some of y'all, I feel like there could be something going on with work or some other dynamic outside of love, where I feel like there's a decision that's being made, and I feel like the decision could have been held up because of maybe one person may have been supporting something, right? Yeah. I see it a couple ways. Like I said, if it's something about somebody getting sent packing in a situation, that person is definitely going to be disappointed, and they're definitely going to be in a jam. And like I said, for some of y'all, it could definitely be like somebody lucky that they not going to jail. But I also feel like it's something where it's like the kind of person, and I'm gonna tell you something. They may act like they don't care. They may act cold and act like they don't care. But this is really gonna F them up. This is really going to, like, put them in quite the predicament. Let me just say that, okay? But again, for some of y'all, this is literally, the problem is that you need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, get out of your head, right? Because that's that no regrets energy. Block that shit. Block whatever it is, right? And the current just kind of hang in there, plan, plot, strategize, focus on your healing, right? If money is tight, kind of just hang in there. Hold on to it. Hold on to what you can. Release what you can't. And I do feel like for some of you, I'm getting the answer is for you to start acting cold. Like if the problem is that you're disappointed and you're having a hard time getting past the disappointment, it's time for you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off. It's time for you to get out your head. And for some of you, it's time for you to start acting cold. And when I say that, I mean to start like treating people the way they treat you. That's how this feeling, right? Like it's maybe time for you to start acting just as cold and selfish and stubborn and stagnant is what you're dealing with, right? Like if you're dealing with the kind of energy that's stuck in their ways, because that keeps coming up lately for me. Like if you're dealing with the kind of energy that's stuck in their ways, right? That's stubborn and selfish and not giving, right? The kind of energy that always keep you in your head, always keep you having to rethink some stuff, or always like you always recovering from some sort of energy dealing with this. It may be literally time for you to start giving this energy exactly what it gives, right? Act just as cold, right? It may be just that time, right? Stop giving a fuck. Do you see the heart? You do see she got an ice box where her heart used to be? Right. It may be time for some of y'all to do that, right? Yes, care less. It may be time for some of you to start caring less about others and start caring more for yourself, because I'm literally seeing the problem is some of y'all need to start acting cold and focusing on yourself. Care less. Careless is here, but it always comes up to me like care less, right? When I can care less, right? When I'm not going to make any move towards that, I'm not going to move forward towards that because I can care less, right? For some of you, it is going to be like I said, if it's about someone that acts cold, like I said, they're going to act like they don't care, but something is going to hit someone. It's going to hit someone, and I feel like it's a little of both what's going on here with you guys, okay? Now, let's talk about where you are in this Pisces, because the first card came out was the Seven of Wands. It's sick of weed. Don't panic. And I laughed when that came out because you already came out as the Hangman, right? Like I said, Pisces, whatever is going on here with you, I feel like there's an energy of like your hands are tied in certain situations. But I also feel like there's an energy where your hands are tied as far as like you... Like, let me just say this. Your hands aren't really tied, but as far as what you're going to give or what you're going to do in reference to other things, it's like my hands are tied, right? It's nothing else I can do. And when you came out as the Seven of Wands, this is absolutely telling me, like, I don't know why. Again, if this is just like standing your ground and being on some no regret stuff, yes. But I do feel like there's an energy of you not involving, not giving, but also not letting something cross your threshold, right? Cross your domain, darken your doorstep, right? This could definitely be like, that bullshit ain't coming through here. Well, don't put me in that bullshit. Don't bring that bullshit to me, right? I'm not gonna be bothered. I'm standing my ground, right? And it came out with the Page of Wands as well, fire energy. So Pisces, I have two things happening here as far as you, where you're showing up in this read. Yeah, big dude. It hit. So I definitely have you being in the energy, like I said, with the Seven of Wands. It's completely, I don't know why you're coming up this way, but you're coming out very like hands off, very defensive, very in your lane, keeping to yourself, keeping your thoughts to yourself. It's almost like as long as none of this bullshit comes towards you, cool. Because I do feel like with this Page of Wands, there are things, the Page of Wands, and for some of you, it could be something dealing with children. Some of you, I'm hearing like child's mother or father, right? It could be something like that, right? But the Page of Wands is giving me that there is exciting and new things headed in. If the Page of Wands makes me feel like you are looking forward to new things, and there are exciting new things coming in. They are coming in the baby phases, but they're like slow motion beats no motion, okay? Every day and twice on Sunday, right? So some of you, you just have to kind of stand your ground and kind of be present in the moment, because there is something coming for you. There's something exciting headed your way, right? Especially if this is, you've been just kind of feeling stuck. Like I said, just feeling stuck. Things have been kind of tight, right? Kind of been in recovery and kind of been meditating. The problem could just be that you've been having a really hard time with the Five of Cups dusted off and incarcerated, like letting some heartbreak go, picking yourself up and dusting yourself off again. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it could even be like a cycle with y'all where there's hurt and you're able to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and get past it. But for some reason, maybe you're still stuck in your head. Right, okay. Maybe the problem for some of y'all is that you've dealt with the heartbreak of something, right? You've dealt with the Five of Cups. You were able to get out of that energy of the heartbreak and the disappointment, and you've able to dust yourself off from that. But maybe what's happening right now is more mental, right? It's like I ain't even tripping about some stuff anymore. Like, you know how we are very emotional, right? So if something hurt our feelings, it hurts until it doesn't hurt, right? There are definitely things in my life that used to hurt that will never hurt me like that again. Like when I think about it now, it's like, you know, now I'm not talking about my son. I could cry about my son at the drop of a hat. I never know when that's going to happen. It happened today out the blue and I wasn't expecting it. Just had to talk to somebody about a situation and that came up, and before I knew it, I was all in tears, right? I'm not talking about that kind of thing, because that kind of thing is different, right? But I'm talking about, like I said, I say that because I don't want to sound dismissive about how I'm describing the energy, because I definitely understand it. I understand it. But I do, for some of us, there is the problem is some sort of cycle where we have gotten past the emotional hurt of something. It's the mental that we've been having a problem. It's like my heart has accepted it, but I'm still wrapping my mind around it. If I'm making any sense, right? I'm picking up some of that for some of us strongly. In addition to some of the other things I said, because I feel like if it's a secret, y'all know it's gonna be a lot of fucking disappointment, and somebody's gonna act like they cool, like they could dust themselves off. It don't matter. They could care less, but that ain't the fucking case. I'm telling you that now. And I see a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all feel like y'all know it. The Seven of Wands just tells me that you are like firmly telling me, Key, I'm not getting into that shit. And if somebody bring that shit to me, I'm not getting involved. They can do whatever they gonna do as long as they don't darken my doorstep, as my grandmama would say. As long as they don't darken my doorstep with it, right? But there is some sort of opportunity in this whole thing for it with you. I'm just going to be honest, because there's that Page of Wands. So let me see why we're giving this energy, where we are in this whole spread. Spirit for the Pisces. Clarify this energy. And that's why I said for some of y'all, this Seven of Wands, it's y'all needing to block out that shit and focus on the Page of Wands. Focus on the new beginnings that you got coming, because you do got them coming. Some of some of you know, as I'm telling you, you know that you got to cut that shit out. You got to cut that, you got to stop going to that place. You got to like block those negative thoughts, and like literally, you might literally meet it could be like the devil and the angel on one shoulder, and you might need to literally fight that devil. I'll tell y'all something. I had to fight that devil yesterday. That's why y'all didn't see me. Yesterday, for whatever reason, yesterday was very heavy on me. Very, very heavy. I couldn't shake the heaviness of it. I cried a couple times, and nothing in particular happened, but it just felt so heavy yesterday. And it's bad as I felt, I went ahead and leaned into it, and I talked to a friend about it, and I told her last night, I said, I'm going to let today be today, but I'm not waking up tomorrow like this. Like, I'm not going to let this spirit that's plaguing me today, I'm not going to let it plague me tomorrow. I'm not going to do this to myself tomorrow. And it also made me, if y'all don't know, inner work is a lifelong journey. It made me confront some of my own demons as far as the spirit of procrastination, right? Like I dread doing certain things to the point where I procrastinate, and then I stress about it because I haven't done it, but then I procrastinate more, and like and planting the negative seeds. I could be very sure about some stuff that I'm gonna do and what I need to do and what I want to do, and it's almost like I let the little devil voice in my head plant the seeds where I can't do it, or that's not right, or this is gonna go wrong, or you don't want to be disappointed. Like I battled the shit out of that yesterday. But I gave myself a good talking to, and I talked to a good friend, and I said, like, today had to be different. So I got up today and I breathed life into myself. Like, you can face all of that shit. Like who's gonna stop you? What can stop you? The only thing on earth that can stop, the only person on earth that can stop Keontae, literally, and this is a fact, is Keontae. I can do anything I want to do. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way, but it's true. Like anything that I want to do, if I really want to accomplish something, I can. Like, and this is not about allowing anybody else to stop me. Like I'm stopping myself at this point. And I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking about myself, but it may resonate for somebody. And if somebody needed to hear it, great. Okay. Hey, May. But I'm just saying, like, I felt like this yesterday, right? How the energies are yesterday, right? I felt like this. But that was a feeling. That wasn't reality. And I let that kick my ass all day yesterday. And when I got up today and decided that none of that issue was going to kick my ass, because no matter what anybody said or what the outcome was to anything, I'm a cold motherfucker and I can do whatever I want. I can make whatever happen that I please. I pretty much always have for all of these years. Once I approached it like that, when I got up this morning, like, okay, I'm going to go do this. And when I tell y'all the shit was even easier, like I put all of that negative shit in my head, dreading doing some things that was so easy peasy, like no door got slammed in my face today. So yeah, for some of us, it is about us getting out of our head, because I do feel like to a degree we're out of that space where it's like the heart is aching and hurting, right? We're out of that. But I feel like the problem could be, even though we're out of that and we've picked ourselves up and dusted ourselves off emotionally, maybe mentally we're still. And see, again, you got to realize something too. And I realized that myself yesterday, that even though I know that I have went through a complete death and rebirth, literally losing my son, I knew like a part of me literally died, you know. Literally and figuratively. And I knew that with the rebirth energy, that I was never going to be the same. I keep saying I'm never going to be the person I was before June 4th of 2024. I'm just not. I'm never going to be her again, right? And when I start asking the questions, well, who are you going to be like? And I am different. I see things very differently. I see things about certain people and situations very differently. I also see things about myself very differently. And I think what happened yesterday was part of the old me still living in the head of the new me, right? Because that spirit of procrastination and dread and fear of doing things, that was the old me. Like what the fuck am I afraid of? And I don't want to live that way anymore. So I fought it. I don't know who I'm talking to and why I'm saying these things, but if it's making sense, I hope it can help someone. Because if you're truly in that energy of like, it is very much time to change things and do things differently, right? Because you know we can't change people, right? People gonna people. You can't change anyone else. The only way you can change, the only person you can change is yourself. You can't change how somebody's going to act, but you can definitely change how you're gonna deal with it going forward. People can go off and be whoever the fuck they want to be, as long as they don't come bringing that shit, right? You can go off and do whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be, as long as you don't darken my doorstep with that shit. But that also, I feel like it's also a little bit for us too. We can go off and be whatever we want to be and do whatever we want to do, but we need to get rid of that spirit of staying stuck in our head, right? We need to block that spirit from that, right? That spirit needs to go, right? That's the spirit that we may need to put the defense up against. There's just a strong energy for us here, a strong energy of really staying in our lane and not giving up something here. So let me get one for the Seven of Wands energy for why we're here. Look, broken. See? Pain, unreciprocated love, and heartbreak. Look at, I'm telling you. Look. You see what I'm saying? Like, hold on and wait for what? Exactly. Exactly, Nikki. In the words of Ida Mae Norris, you have to live while you can and die while you can't help it. And it hit different for me at my big grown age now, because what she was basically telling me is like every day that God breathed life into you, get your ass up and live your life. Live while you can. Don't roll over and die and go gently into that good night when you can help it. You die when you can't help it. That means don't roll over and fucking die for nothing. You keep living. You live all while you can. We don't want to be on our deathbed sitting back thinking about all the days we laid in the bed or we sat back miserable because of this, that, and the third. This is blocking that shit. This could be blocking broken people, right? For real. Rather blocking our own pain, blocking broken people, blocking situations where there's unreciprocated love, right? Blocking heartbreak. Again, it goes a couple ways here, because if it's something that you know, you may be staying out of it. You may know somebody's going to be heartbroken. You may know somebody going to be in pain. You might know that there's some pain coming. And with the Seven of Wands, you staying up out of it, right? But I also feel like there's an energy of you also blocking that pain, blocking anything. I heard that negative shit. It's unreciprocated love. There's no love in like that negative being stuck in your. There's no love in whatever this reoccurring negative stuff that keeps happening. That could be happening in our brain. Like I said, it's not about our heart, because I feel like emotionally we're in a better place. We've dusted ourselves off. It's almost like you've accepted some sort of heartbreak, right? But it might just be a matter of us having to like really stand our ground with our own damn demons, right? Don't like block that spirit of that. The pain, unreciprocated love, and heartbreak is trying to cross your threshold. Don't let it darken your doorstep, okay? Don't let shit break you. Stand your ground. But again, if this is about something that you know, because I feel like it could be several fucking things. Both things could be true, right? I could be telling you this. You could be like, yeah, I do know something about that, right? But you also know something about what I'm talking about too, as far as we go. It can be both things. Both things can be true, okay? But for sure, yep, look, and under here, inner child wounds, healing, and playfulness, for sure. Some of us, this has everything to do with us, but some of us, it has everything to do with what we're not allowing from others, right? What we're not accepting, because it could have everything to do with staying to yourself and keeping your thoughts to yourself, keeping your money to yourself, keeping your feelings to yourself, right? Just kind of staying in your lane and seeking seeking the enlightenment, almost like, where's all this gonna end up, and how's it all gonna end up for me, right? Let me just stay out of it until I see how does this affect me? How will this fucking affect me, right? Hey, Cece. Yes, I am in your business. Nah. I see it a couple of ways. For some of us, it is about inner child wounds. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. What plagued me yesterday was definitely inner child shit. Because like I said, there was not a physical soul that was stopping me, and there was not anything that had purposely happened that day to make me feel that way. I got to entertaining that negative spirit, that insecurity, feeling stuck. Like feeling very, very stuck, and very much stuck in my head, and not feeling at peace. And I did that to myself all day yesterday and got up today with purpose. At 6 o'clock in the morning when the kids got up for school, I got up with purpose, with a plan. And when I tell you, everything I did today addressed all the things that were plaguing me. It was easy peasy. It was 1, 2, 3. I did that to myself. And that's when I had to talk to myself today. Like, you've always been the only person on earth that could stop you. And you gotta stop. You gotta stop that. Like, if you don't take the chances now, if you never, like, just take a deep breath and do the shit, when are you gonna do it, right? What's gonna stop you? What's the worst that's gonna happen? You done been through the worst. God done sent every damn thing at you he had, and you still standing. Girl, if you don't get on and do what the fuck you need to do, and I'm just speaking about myself, but I'm hoping that, it's a reason why it's on my heart to say that. And I realized that was something internally with me. Like, that's that, even though I had my rebirth, there's parts of the old me that's still trying to come back, and I need to kill that spirit of insecurity. I need to, like, block and deny, right? Stop this whole thing with avoiding shit, right? Inaction, being indecisive, suffering in silence, right? I need to block them fucking thoughts and emotions that's doing that. This may be for some of y'all too, right? And deal with some inner child wounds. For others of y'all know to stay out of some stuff and stand your ground, because you may be dealing with broken people who themselves need to heal some inner child wounds, right? This could be standing your ground and not being fucking bothered and staying back, because there could definitely be with the 7 of Wands with broken and inner child. Like I said, this could be you needing to stay away from certain type of energies, because this is why these are the type of people that's broken, right? Unreciprocated love. I just feel like there's like either they don't give any love back the way they give it. Like I said, it could be something about inner from childhood, right? They may need to heal some inner child wounds, right? I do get an energy of a playfulness energy where y'all might know that something big is going to happen to somebody who think it's a game. I just keep getting that kind of energy, like they think it's a game, and it's not a game, right? Especially if you know a secret about somebody. Yep, future, see? Either you need to address this shit that we're talking about now in order for you to be able to look forward to your future, right? Stop looking in the fucking past and start looking forward. Or you already standing your ground because you already know you already know the future. You already know where it's headed with somebody. You know where something is headed. Even the cards underneath the deck is telling me the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, acting cold, right? If this is not you doing this because you know something and you know the truth, this is what you need to do. You need to use your intuition because you know the truth. Speak the truth, right? And stop letting certain shit, put that icebox where your heart used to be, and stop letting certain shit affect your emotions. You need to act just as cold as the energy that may have put you in this kind of space. Let's see what the Page of Wands is about for us here, because this is telling me that there is an opportunity here for us. And I feel like, again, it could be somebody like trying to, like for some of y'all, it is somebody trying to reach out and check your temperature to try to see how you feel about something or put you into something. Like I said, for some of you, it's some childish shit too, and you're not fucking around. But for some of you, this is like I also feel like it is also something here about an exciting new beginning, opportunity, future energy here. Some of y'all are definitely dealing with a fire sign, elite. See, some of us, there's an opportunity coming in as the Page of Wands, an exciting opportunity. And then leap is like the Fool energy. It's taking a risk and a leap of faith, right? For sure. For some of us, that's exactly what it is. For others of us, we dealing with a damn fool. I'm just gonna tell you. And like I feel like the position that we're taking in it is we're not dealing with a damn fool. Let me just say this. But a damn fool would like to be dealing with us, right? Because I do feel like even though you are in this stand your ground energy, because you know that there's something about some people that are broken, right? And hurt people and all this, or you know someone's going to be broken. Somebody may also take the leap and come bother you, right? The Page of Wands. I don't know. I just feel like it could be a situation where you know you have to stand your ground, because it could be a situation where you know someone is going to try to pull you in. I feel like you could be dealing with like the fool, right? You just have to put this where this goes. Yep. Okay, Marianne. See? Yeah. 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 And listen. And like you said, your ex is a Leo and a fool, right? Your ex, like this could be childhood wounds with this Page of Wands and a leap, right? You know this person is like I said, inner childhood wounds. Like especially if it's somebody who act out, right? For sure. For sure. I see it a couple of ways. I do feel like more than anything, like I said, it's a couple things, Pisces. You, the position that you're in right now, and I feel like you're aware. If you're not aware, I'm telling your ass right now that you definitely need to put your guard up and don't let the spirit of heartbreak and pain cross your doorstep. Don't let that darken your doorstep, because there is a Page of Wands. There is something here. There's an exciting opportunity here, right? And it is something that is worth you taking a risk and a leap of faith, right? For sure. Anytime, I also heard too, Pisces, anytime that spirit of regret and negative energy seeps into your head, anytime that happens, Pisces, with the Page of Wands and leap, you need to go ahead and take an action and take a leap. Every time that spirit comes to you, mentally, you need to block it, and then you need to push yourself into taking a leap of faith, to do something, to take some sort of action. But I also feel like I'm getting the energy, too, that you have a responsibility to guard and protect your energy from broken energies, right? Broken energies, childish energy, people who dealing with childhood wounds. Because I do feel like you know that if you don't stand your guard, if you don't keep your guard up, that energy will take a leap of faith. For some of y'all, I just heard, if you open up just a little bit, right? If you open up just a little bit, somebody gonna take that leap of faith to like try to come towards you with some shit. What's under here? Bound. Look. Bound, stuck, stagnant. Yep. Pisces, anytime you get the feeling bound, stuck, and stagnant, you need to block that shit, because that's that devil energy, right? That's that devil energy. That's that mental prison energy. The only way to break that shit is for you to take a action, even if it's small. Take the risk, take the leap, whatever it is that may be getting planted, like the negative seeds that's planted in your head. That's that spirit of you can't. Right? Or it's not working out, or you don't know what you're going to do. Take action. Take fucking action. Take a leap of faith. Take a risk. Don't stay stuck like that, right? But again, with this bound energy here, we could definitely be talking about certain kind of toxic energies with toxic people, stuck and stagnant, right? Somebody could definitely, I got Aries, Capricorn energy here. But it's a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, honestly. Some of you, I definitely feel like if somebody tries to take that leap towards you, it's like almost in an attempt to keep you bound, stuck, and stagnant. Some of you may have to flat out tell somebody no. It ain't. Some of you are flat out gonna tell somebody like it ain't nothing I can do, right? My hands are tied. Didn't I say my hands are tied? Didn't I say that shit? Didn't I say that shit? My hands are tied. Some of you also see clearly that it's not for you to do anything, because either someone is stuck or stagnant or bound, or you're not going to allow yourself to be stuck and stagnant and bound in that ish, right? It's almost like if you let something darken your threshold and you get involved, you're going to be stuck and stagnant and bound right in there with that ish, right? For sure. So let's go ahead and talk about what we don't know. Okay? Okay. And I may want to use 2 decks for this one. I'm getting a little idea to see if I can get a little deeper on what possibly could be going on underneath the surface. The first card we got was the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. So I do feel like there is some sort of union or partnership here that feels very much divinely guided here. I don't know whose it is yet. I'm going to try to get more information on it. But the Lovers are definitely when 2 people feel divinely guided to each other. Whether this is work or love, but this is partnership, right? It's the very opposite of the devil, which is bound and stuck, because these are when people are stuck together because of circumstances that are not healthy. These people are together under a mutual agreement. They're not stuck together because they have to be there together because they want to be, and they are working together in a very healthy way, right? Let me try to see what comes up on this, okay? Yeah, Marianne, sometimes we realize that like and Pisces, I feel like we learn at the hardest ways because we are always convinced that we could love somebody through something. We do. We convince ourselves. You know, I lost my son, and I have not got past the part that I couldn't have loved him through that, and I may never. You know what I'm saying? That is in my nature. But I'm not even honestly. I would never be hard on myself for my feelings about him. I'm more hard on myself about feelings that I feel like I wasted on others. That was like the thing that ripped the Band-Aid open for me when that happened. Like all the emotion and care and concern that I had wasted on others. It made me like determined that I would never ever do that again. So let's see what the Lovers is here about. Let's see what's going on with the Lovers, which is going on underneath the surface, the subconscious, what we're unaware of, right? What can you tell me about this Lovers energy here, Spirit? Oh, man, I got Gemini and Leo energy, happiness. I do feel like we got this coming. There's an energy of happiness, finding happiness, happy endings, feeling blessed and grateful. Some of you got a Gemini or a Leo coming in. But this is clarity. I told you there's something about an energy of two people being happy to work together, right? This is here going on underneath the surface. We're unaware of it, though. Let me get one more on this and see what else I can find out about this happiness. I like this. I like this. And on both cards, there's two people. Two people. So like, however this is going, this is definitely like a great energy. Children are under the deck, so this could definitely be something about a new beginning, right? There could definitely be something about children involved. Or this could just be something about like the baby phase of something starting new. Some of you may be working with children or something like that too. Give me one more. Could be something about working with children. All right. Okay, listen. Two flipped out. Very interesting. Because the bounty hunter came out, which is the chaser in hot pursuit, which is an ace of wands, and then on the table, offer, proposal, commitment. Some of you do not know this is something coming in. It feels very good. This feels very good. There is some energy. What you don't know, there's some energy that's getting ready, that's in hot pursuit. It feels very good though. A complete offer on the table that's happening here. And let me tell you what I find that's interesting about it. Under here is today, present, now, in the moment. Now, because this is what we don't know, expect this, right? I feel like, I don't know. And it could definitely be something about decisions that were made today having some sort of effect, right? What we don't know yet. It could be something about something that happened today that is bringing this in. Now, here's that Four of Pentacles. So let me pull a tarot card. I'll get one tarot card on that. Who's in the kitchen? Bud, I got a tarot deck back there on my desk. You mind grabbing it for me? In the meantime, we got this Four of Pentacles here that's going on underneath the surface. Right? And I'm not sure who that is and what they're holding on to. But there's that energy of holding on, right? Holding on to something tightly here. Stubborn. So let me see what comes out on that while I'm waiting on my son to get something that's like 2 steps away. He's going to take 10 years, so. Thank you. I'm going to get one on this Four of Pentacles real quick, Spirit. Okay. I see what it is. Give me 1 second, though. Sorry. Give me one for this this offer that's coming in on the table. There's a good vibe here. Four Swords, a healing energy, and look, there's that Ace of Wands. I told you. There's a good healing energy here, and look, there's the King of Cups. Ooh wee, yeah, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Oh yeah, that feels good. So again, for some of us, it's just a matter of hanging in there, right? Just hang in there, right? I also feel like this is consideration. There's something here that's going on underneath the surface. I feel like we are being considered for something that is coming in with the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Cups is very much in support, and the Ace of Swords tells me, yes, I feel like something about today, something about what's happening today, present in the moment, has something to do with this, and we're not aware of it yet. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, what I got was beauty. Intimidated by your beauty stands out. Physical attraction. So I do feel like again, a couple things I'm hearing. I don't know because I do, like I said, I do know some of you know a secret about someone, and I feel like the person that you know the secret about is very stubborn, very selfish, very vain. This could definitely be somebody who, like, I don't know, I get the energy where like somebody doesn't want to help you or give you anything, right? Because they see you, it's beautiful, right? Because they're intimidated by your beauty. This could also be somebody who holds very superficial things in high regard too. Like, I feel like it's the kind of person with the Four of Pentacles, like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there could be someone who withholds compliments, right? Or they don't want to help you, or they don't want to be given, or like somebody don't want to give you your props, right? Some of you is just hang in there, beautiful. For sure. Because like I said, with the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles, it could just be like you just really like it, like having to like really hang in there. But something turning in your favor, especially if it's some like I said, what this is coming in, this could definitely be someone coming in and your beauty stands out. Like they see something beautiful in you. Let me get some more on this. What is this about here? Let me see what the situation. Where's that deck at? Here. Okay. What else can you tell me about this energy here, Spirit? This Four of Pentacles and this beauty. Look. Here go the Sun again. Happiness. Plug. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. For some of y'all, I see a very stubborn energy, a very stubborn, selfish energy. Some of y'all, there's something here that somebody is going to hate to see you happy. I just hate to say that. Like, I feel like there's an energy that could be plugged in and tapped in. I don't know if somebody is seeing you on the internet, because they could literally be watching you on the internet, but there is something about somebody being tapped in or plugged in to your happiness. And I also feel like there's the Leo energy again too. I also feel like this is a lot of advice for you as well. Like with the Four of Pentacles, because it is here twice. Like, just hang in there. Just hold on. Because there is something beautiful just getting ready to transform for you. Some of you, flat out, a Leo or a Gemini finds you absolutely beautiful. But to see you here, standing here in this beauty energy, right, where there could be others intimidated by your beauty, or your beauty stands out, where there's physical attraction. Look at this happiness here. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. Right? Wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. I do feel like for some of y'all may know that there's a little hater energy. There's somebody who is definitely not appreciating that. But for some of y'all definitely need to stay in that energy. Underneath the other deck was the Thorny Rose. Painful love, experiences, fight for love, worth the trouble. So for some of y'all, just hang in there. Just hang in there. Because again, there is something beautiful that's getting ready to transform out of this. Let me get a tarot card on this. Why is this here for what we don't know, Spirit? Some of you, if there's something tight, like as far as money and funds, I don't know if you've been looking for something online, but there's something about like I don't know if you've been looking online for for work. There's something could be going on online, where something is coming in online. Check your email. I heard check your email. Give me some for this energy here for what we don't know. Strength. What is this Leo energy here? Dang it. Pisces. Strength, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Remain strong, Pisces. Because what you don't know is there's getting ready to be a lot of, like I said, it feels like a lot of attention towards you. Lots of happiness. I have happiness here twice. I have the Lovers. I have you being beautiful. I have like you attracting. There's energy that you're attracting, and there's offers on the table. Some of y'all is something about a damn Leo strongly. Some of y'all was something, or some sort of situation with a secret that y'all know about somebody. You've been holding something back. But you've been waiting for something about, it's something about you've been waiting for somebody to really open up and examine something that somebody's been doing. Like really examine something closely. And I don't know if a Leo is doing that or a Gemini is doing that. Especially if it's somebody who acts, like I said, they act a certain way towards you, and I feel like there could be someone who acts a certain way out of you towards towards you out of jealousy, right? They're intimidated by you, right? Like I said, it could be somebody who's reluctant to give you compliments or give you your props, give you your money, right? Give anything, right? Hang in there, though, because the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords is under there. There's definitely getting ready to be the worst of a cycle, and an oppressive situation is ending here. And I do feel like you're coming out very happy, very strong, feeling very whole and overjoyed and happy. And I know I'm not wrong, because the Nine of Cups was the last card that came out for what's going on underneath the surface that we're unaware of. So there is wish fulfillment coming in for us, right? And the Nine of Cups is an individual fulfillment. Not saying that we don't want everybody around us happy, but the Nine of Cups is when we're like this, like our satisfaction, right? This is when we have wish fulfillment, like when we're getting what we wish. It's nice to have the Ten of Cups. It's nice to have everybody happy. In a perfect world, everybody would be happy, right? But I know this isn't a perfect world, right? But and I don't want to say my world is perfect, because perfect is such a, right? Nobody's perfect, but something is perfect for you, right? So let's see what the Nine of Cups is here about, or what we don't know. We'll pull one for the recent past, and then we'll get right to the near future. Look, jealousy. Told you. Told you. The jealousy card says want you to themselves, attachment, or fear of losing you. Right? Now, it doesn't have to be so nefarious with jealousy, right? There could literally be a situation that's bringing you wish fulfillment, because there's an energy that definitely wants you. Kind of wants you to themselves, but wants you, right? Attached to you, right? You could be happy that there's an energy that it has a fear of losing you, like especially if this is a job, right? And they're going to give you what you want, because they have a fear of losing you. They're attached to you. That's good, right? I want someone to give me what I wish, because they have a fear of me big stepping if they don't. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because usually I don't want anything negative. I'm pretty fair about what I expect out of people, right? But this is an energy that cares about losing your ass, and it's bringing you wish fulfillment. And look, we have finality here. Permanent ending. No more no more chances. Goodbye to the old. Now, Pisces, flat out, somebody who been jealous of you could finally be getting the boot in some kind of way. There could be a permanent ending where someone is not getting any more chances and it's goodbye to the old. And this could be exactly what you're wishing for, right? Boom, period. Put it where it goes. That could be happening because there is a situation where there's someone that has to get sent packing and it has to be some sort of finality, because if there's not, there's a real energy of a fear of losing you, right? It's like giving you what you wish and making something finally happen because there's a fear of losing you or an attachment to you. But there could also be exactly what you're wishing for, the wish fulfillment, right? Where the jealous energy that's attached to you, right? That it's finally over. That some sort of jealous energy is finally done, right? There's a permanent ending. And for some of you, I do feel like it's somebody leaving a job. Not for everybody, but I do feel like that, okay? Sometimes I have to fight because my mouth too slick. Okay, let me get one more on this energy. Yeah. Is your general manager a Leo or a Gemini? Because you got that strong up here. I do better. What she did to make you love her. Is it real or forever? Baby, please, can we stay together? What she do, I do better. What she did to make you love her. Okay. Give me one more for what this is about here, for what we don't know. Like I said, it's what you're wishing for. And like I said, if it's that you're wishing for someone to get to fill your cup because they have a fear of losing you and they're attached to you, then great. But if it's that you're wishing that some sort of jealous energy goes away, that's finally fucking done, great too. Look, magnetic. This is you. Unexplainable pull, can't resist. Like I said, for some of you, it's a jealous bitch. That's that Gemini energy again. There could be something like about a jealous bitch who cannot help themselves. And it could also be somebody jealous of how others are magnetized to you. It could be somebody jealous because you yourself are magnetic, right? For some of you, I feel like there could even be an energy that tries to isolate you. With wanting you to themselves, it could also be an energy that tries to keep you isolated, right? Look, threatened. I told you. Listen, either you are getting wish fulfillment because there's a fear of losing you, right? Someone could definitely feel very threatened and they're afraid of losing you. And I have the card of attachment and magnetic. Unexplainable pull, right? Cannot resist. There could definitely be someone doing that. But I also feel like I said, if it's something that you know about an energy, like I said, if you know that it's coming, you know that someone's earth is like their earth is about to be rocked. This is definitely someone that feels threatened by you, right? And I don't know, like I said, for some of you, it's something about somebody who feels some type of way about the way you look because you're coming up as beautiful and they're intimidated by your beauty. This energy is coming up threatened and looking like a damn clown, right? Yeah. And then under these threats is done. Something about the threats are done. Something about some sort of threats are over. But I see you getting what you wish for in this. Like I said, it's almost like you're getting wish fulfillment because the things that you want to be attached to you are attracting the attachment that you want with this Gemini energy that's making you happy. I got Gemini and Leo down here so freaking strong. And if I grab this deck and a Leo card come out, I'm going to scream. But I see you being very magnetic. I see there's energies attracted to you. I see there's energies that do want. I see in the near future, there's an energy that wants your undivided attention. They feel magnetic towards you, and there could definitely be an energy that wants your undivided attention. Definitely, it could be somebody who was feeling a little selfish about you, right? Because they like. There's definitely pursuit of you here. All right. Hey, Lord. Let me see what this, let me get one tarot card on this Nine of Cups. This jealousy and magnetic energy here. For what we don't know, Spirit, clarify this energy here. Someone could definitely be jealous of how magnetic you are. Someone could be jealous that there are so energies that are so attractive and magnetic to you. I do, like I said, it is a hater. Oh, and I just realized again, y'all. Oh, shit. Remember we started with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in the beginning, clarifying the Hangman? I just realized it's down here again. Look. They really are like super duper clarifying themselves lately. And here we go, the Two of Cups. I told you, this is the same Lover's energy. This is the happy energy. I told you, this is energies that are attached to you. They feel magnetic. There's an arm, yeah, and then there's the Knight of Pentacles. So this is energies. This is loyalty. Oh, look, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. How great. So, Pisces, what we don't know is what's going on underneath the surface is that we are attracting some energy here, some great energy. Some energy that feels very magnetic to us. They feel like like for some of you it's really, and it is some energies like buttering you up and shit. That could definitely be like if someone has figured out the way to butter you up, and it's different with all of us. All of us feed off into different shit, right? I don't mind someone telling me that they find me attractive physically, but when somebody like this mind, when somebody like this brain, oh, baby. Oh, man. If you know how to, if you demand, right? There's an energy of buttering you up. I feel this for sure. But like I said, the Nine of Cups makes me feel like it is making you feel good, right? You are being offered here with the Knight of Pentacles long-term stability, security, reliability, trust. And on the Knight of Cups, there's that ride or die energy, that support. It could definitely be somebody jealous of you for that reason, for sure. Threatened by you for that reason, right? Again, because that may be the reason why you need to go ahead and start acting cold. I did tell you that, right? I did tell you that. Time to act cold and treat other energies how they treat you. And stop letting it get in your head, right? Now, in the meantime, in between time, that energy will still be holding on to you or holding a little grudge for you. But who gives a fuck, right? Because do you care if you're really moving on? No, the answer is no, you do not, right? That is not a you problem. That is not a you problem. You know, and I do feel like there's some of that, like us realizing that and getting out of that. Now, I feel like I uncovered it because, again, I see that we are definitely attracting. There's definitely energies that's supporting us, that's riding with us, and offering like that long-term stability and security that we're really wanting. I'm going to go ahead and find out what the recent past was with Temperance, and then we're going to go to the near future. I won't dwell on the recent past long. But the recent past, there is an energy of healing, patience, right? Divine timing. Pisces, I feel like in the recent past, this was probably you just having to temper yourself. Be patient. Heal. Carefully blend your head and your heart and your desire, right? And for some of you, this is also you calling on to a higher power, right? Praying, because there's an angel, right? Some of you, this is just like literally pouring into your prayers, right? Pouring into God, just giving it to God, right? Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. The Three of Cups wanted to come out. That could definitely be like dealing with other people. But let me see. Recent past. What's this Temperance energy about in the recent past for Pisces? Look, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like what this is telling me is, like I said, you already knew the truth about something dealing with this Three of Pentacles energy. Because the Three of Pentacles is in the foundation, right? So there's some sort of truth about foundational situations here, however it's going. Whether this is you seeing the truth about the people in your foundation, seeing the truth about your own foundation, right? This could be you having to temper yourself because you're waiting on the Ace of Swords, because you do want this cooperation with the Three of Pentacles, right? There's something about you just having to temper yourself. See, yeah, and look at that Eight of Swords. I told you. Some of you, like I said, if it was something that you knew, you just had to temper yourself and wait for something to come out. right? Because I do feel like you are taking, like it's something that you've been hands off about, that you knew to stay out of it, you knew to stay in your lane, you knew to hold back, you've been sitting here contemplating about it, but you ain't touching it, right? But again, I told you in some way, shape, form or fashion, even though you are not the cause of whatever it is that this tower moment is gonna be for someone, it is presenting an opportunity for you. And I feel like it was probably the best thing for you to do is to do it exactly how you doing it and shut the F up, because that's probably why it's going to present an opportunity for you. Because if it's something messy, right, anybody involved with the mess won't be given opportunities. They'll try to really distance themselves from the mess. So I don't know what exactly I'm talking about, but if it's resonating and you know, right? Some of you, this is all about you in the recent past. Like really just having to heal, pray, right? Like call on your ancestors and guides, right? The Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles makes me feel like there's a lot of energy of like really seeing the truth about the Three of Pentacles, right? About your foundation, speaking the truth. Like I said, maybe even wanting or needing some sort of clarification, because I see you in your head about it. Eight of Swords. I feel like this was definitely you. Or again, this is how you, or again, if this is a situation with something that you knew something about someone, you knew it and it was kind of like you was just going to have to be patient and be quiet and wait for others to see it, right? With the Eight of Swords, wait for others to see it. Knight of Pentacles, yep, something that's long term, right? Something long time coming. It could be something like you just had to wait for others to see it. I heard some of y'all was looking at it like, how the fuck are they so blind? How is it that someone does not see this? But I'm just going to have to be quiet and stay out of it, right? Yep. But I see it either way. Like I said, if it's you, Pisces, you definitely had to like really just pray. It feels like pray, heal, be patient. Because I feel like with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, it's like you see the truth about some things, you know the truth about some things, and the Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles lets me know that you know what you want. But the Eight of Swords is kind of like being in your head about how to get there or how to accomplish some things or when some things are gonna happen, right? So let's go ahead and talk about this near future. Very interesting because I have the Queen of Wands and I have the Chariot. So we have Aries, Leo, Sag, and Cancerian energy. Now, I don't know if the Queen of Wands, again, I told y'all, for some of y'all, it could simply be somebody who is getting sent packing in some sort of way. For sure. You may know that somebody's antics with the Queen of Wands, whatever show someone was putting on, it is resulting in them getting sent for or sent away, right? Period, point blank. But if this is in reference to us, which it could be, the Queen of Wands and the Chariot could definitely be us being very driven and motivated and determined and busy. The Queen of Wands feels busy to me, right? It feels like in the near future that there may be, yeah, because again, I told y'all, I saw the Lovers and the Sun. The Lovers and the Sun is here very, and yeah, the Lovers, the Sun, the Two of Cups, this magnetic energy. Some of you may definitely be very much collaborating with other energies, and it's forward movement, right? However something is going in the near future, you may be feeling very much like in charge and control. I was the Queen of Wands today. I made myself get up and be the Queen of Wands. Like, again, fearless and fierce. Like, what the fuck are you procrastinating for? What the fuck? Like, what are you worried about going wrong? What could an MFer say to you about any situation that you are in that's going to destroy you? Nothing. Cause who are you? It's you, the fucking magician. Literally. I've been a magician my whole fucking life. I make a way. I raised 5 children. I'm almost done. I raised 5 fucking children on my own for a lot of the time. And for the most part, I did an excellent job You know, I have to give myself that credit. Like, and I don't know if I've ever gave myself that credit, right? Because look what we do to ourselves, you know. But I did a damn good job. I think if my children had to give a testament to them, they do sometimes when they have very honest moments. The adults, when they're very honest about being spoiled and sheltered. You know, my oldest son and I always laugh all the time about the younger ones because I had him when I was very, very young. So we kind of grew up together, and we talk about that, and we laugh about the younger ones, how like so different they are than even us. Him and I. He like, Mom, they just be talking like my daughter. He like, she be talking like that trenches stuff. Mom, she ain't from the trenches. Right? Like, Mom, they're sheltered, right? They never took public transportation anywhere. They were always dropped off and picked up from school. They didn't run the streets. They weren't allowed to cross the street. Crossing the street was a big deal for them. They were upset with me as children. They couldn't cross the street. No. Right? Like I said, it was some things I needed to work on myself. And I'm feeling this Queen of Wands energy because this is like when you really just going after some shit, right? You really active, you really driven, you really focused, right? And you're feeling like you're in control. You like Megan Thee Stallion, you driving a boat, right? Yes. Male or female. I'm a girl, so I'm gonna use girly references, but you know what I mean. The Queen of Wands is driven. She's going to get it, right? She is. And the Chariot is moving forward and moving quickly and moving triumphantly, right? Successfully. Some of you are, I don't know if there's a Cancer, a fire sign. I have Gemini. I have Leo. Strong Leo and Gemini here. But I have what it looks like here to me, underneath underneath the surface, what we don't know is I have some sort of energy that has a real appreciation for you. I feel like there's energies that are seeing you for who you are in a very good way, that have an appreciation for it, that feels like you are magnetic. I feel like you are calling in the things that you want. Now, again, it ain't perfect because I do see a lot of us do have haters. Right? But there's an energy of having to let that go too. Now again, like I told you, I see things a couple ways because this could be somebody getting sent packing. Again, the Queen of Wands and the Chariot is like, okay, bye bitch. That's literally bye bitch. Right? The show's over. Bye bitch. Right? For sure. Suhana, baby, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you anything about somebody's health. I'm sorry that he is suffering from blood cancer. I'm very sorry. And I'm sending him prayers and positive vibes and healing energy. And this is a general read, so I wouldn't do that kind of thing on this anyway. But I could only speak in general terms. I wouldn't want to, I'm not a doctor, and that's serious shit. And I need to make sure I keep my integrity and stay in my lane with certain matters. Because sis not medically trained. She not. I can tell you this, though. If you're a Pisces, hang in there with them. Hang in there with them. I do see there's healing. I do see an energy of healing. And having to hang in there and hold on tight. And fight the good fight. Keep him fighting, too. I feel like there definitely may be an energy of you guys kind of having to hang in there and hold on, but I do think things could turn out okay, and I'm definitely hoping things will turn out okay. Okay. There is a lot of cards of healing here, and you may be having to help him keep his spirits up, right? Help him heal. So let's clarify this near future energy. I want to see what's going on with this Queen of Wands and the Chariot. Spirit, what's here? What's up with this Queen of Wands here in the near future for Pisces? Please make sure y'all take care of y'all girl with the likes. And please make sure that y'all hype the video. Okay? Please and thank you. Please, please, please. Look. Here we go. Okay, listen. It's still telling me both ways, right? Because I feel like if I'm talking to you, Pisces, and this is you in the near future, look what came out with her. North Node, which is destiny. This is what you want to come out for yourself in the near future. Because this is you being driven, focused, motivated, determined, fearless, and fierce. And this is you also facing the forward, right? Whatever energy you are putting into something, it is destined, right? You're putting your energy into your destiny, into your fate. And there's evolution here. There's finding life paths. There's karmic challenges, but there's also karmic rewards. So it's also like you being driven and facing those karmic challenges and reaping those fucking karmic rewards, right? And under here is the Tower, like the unexpected. Like you doing that, like really blowing some shit up, and unexpected in a good way though, because I did see the Empress, the Tower, the Empress and the Tower, right? This blowing the fuck up in a way better than you ever expected. But I also feel like this could be someone getting the bye bitch, right? Go forward. Unexpected, right? Storm, Tower card, destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, sudden news. Some bitch may be getting the message. Bye bitch. Go ahead forward with your life. Right? Right. And for some reason, what's funny about it is it's unexpected for them, but I don't feel like it's unexpected for you. I know it's not unexpected for you because you're coming up as the High Priestess. Like, yeah, I kind of knew. That's why I didn't get in that. That's why I was staying out of it. Ooh-wee. And it's almost like for some of y'all, I feel like after this happened, somebody may come to y'all. It's almost like y'all know to kind of be careful with how you engage with this person when it happens, right? Y'all know how, like, okay, like I don't know exactly what the situation is, but let's say like it's at work, right? And let's say it's somebody who definitely, like I said, it feels like put on a show with the Queen of Wands, whatever it is the fuck they do, right? And it feels like Leslie had said something the other night, like people are not reading the room. It's like, right, one of them, like, a bitch just was not reading the room. Was not reading the room, right? I feel like it's one of them things where, like, something could go up or getting ready to go up, and somebody come to you like, girl or guy, right? Can you believe woo, woo, woo? Or let me tell you woo, 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 right? It's some sort of energy where you know when to, like, not engage too much. It's something about you not really saying too much, holding your peace, keeping your 2 cents to yourself. If I'm making sense. Hey, Larissa. For sure. Like, it's something about y'all gonna keep y'all 2 cents to yourself. Just keep that in mind, because I do see for some of y'all that it's happening. It's about somebody else. But you just have to be very fucking careful about how you engage with it. And I feel like you know that, though. Like, you know. And again, I don't feel like it's an energy that you're unaware of that didn't have that kind of jealous energy for you, that kind of selfish energy. Like, this could be the kind of person where, like, I don't know why I heard, but it could be the kind of person, like, where they may like to be the center of attention and they want everybody to, like, compliment them, but they can't stand for anybody else to get complimented. Like I said, it could be, there's something about holding back compliments or holding back appreciation or props or something that someone was doing or is doing. I feel like if it resonates, you know. But like I said, I see it both ways. I definitely see that a bitch being sent away. Like, North, no, go ahead and go forward. Go find your life path, right? Go ahead and get on your destiny, right? And for some reason it's unexpected. And it is somebody in the energy like, what are they gonna do? And they pissed. They pissed. They hot. They 38 hot. But for some of us, it is like a tower coming in. Like, it's something going unexpectedly. It does feel like a couple of options coming in. And then I don't know what the fire energy about. Like, I don't know. It's a real energy of like being fired up. Something about like, it's a lot of fire energy. Like really having to take action. Like, yeah, being fired up, taking action. It's like an ace of, it's like a Knight of Wands and an Ace of Wands under there. Let me get one for the Chariot. Let's see what this Chariot energy is about in the near future. Again, I'm telling y'all, this is either y'all and the way y'all moving. I love it though. I love it. I love it because you're giving me like a take no fucking prisoners energy in the near future. Yeah. So we have self-worth. And it reads, healing unworthiness, boundaries, expectations, high vibrational. See, I do feel like there's an energy where you are moving forward in that energy, right? Again, healing that unworthiness. Remember what I talked about even for myself, right? Where it was literally self-sabotaging. I was literally self-sabotaging myself from a place of insecurities, right? Childhood trauma and childhood wounds, and right? I feel like this was what I did today, and I feel like I'm just a little bit ahead of the collective. I just do, because it seems so much like what I dealt with yesterday and how I had to move about things today. I digress. But it's moving forward in a whole different way, right? Now, again, if it's something about someone else, it literally says boundaries, right? It could definitely be somebody be sent away, like because of crossing some sort of boundaries, right? I don't know. It could even be somebody who was belittling, right? It could be somebody who was, yeah, that's somebody who was like belittling. Somebody could be sent away in the energy to like raise the vibration. Like it could definitely be somebody like getting rid of somebody who keeps the vibration of a situation low, if I'm making sense. Okay. I also feel like if I'm talking to you, this is what you're doing. And it does have something to do with like the past, right? There could be something about the past. But that is the Six of Cups. It's nostalgia, it's memories, it's the Six of Cups, the past life soulmates, and something about the past. But this is happening. Yeah. See, it's, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Ooh, it's something here about having to heal some stuff from the past. It got something to do with like looking back on some shit where past life soulmates or soulmates from the past. It's something about receiving a lot of toxicity from those kind of energies in the past. It could also be a situation where the nostalgia has worn off with somebody who's been in a situation for too long, where people are ready to send, like people are, like it's something about somebody being sent away because it's like the only thing they give or they receive is toxicity. They're only open for toxicity and they only give toxicity. And it could definitely be a situation where someone is being sent away. Like I said, I get a belittling energy. And somebody could literally, like the nostalgia could have worn off with someone, and someone is definitely sending an energy packing here. So let me go ahead and get a little tarot on this and see what else comes up. Again, y'all, please take care of y'all girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. I know it is a little late, but if any of y'all is interested in a Q&A session, I am wide awake now. The sleepy face is gone, and I could close up this stream and do a couple of Qs if y'all want. Totally up to you. If not, I'm probably going to pre-record some things and have them published throughout the night and the morning on the channel. I definitely appreciate every last single one of y'all that rock with me. And I hope that something that I say helps. You know, I do. I do tarot, and I love tarot. The thing about tarot that makes me the happiest is I feel the best when I feel like I've given something to the collective, when I've given something good. That is like the ultimate reward. Now don't get me wrong, money is a good reward too, but that helps motivate me and keep me in the energy of keep going. So I hope that I am able to help someone, and I appreciate you all for listening. Now let's see what's going on here in this near future. Spirit, what can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? Again, if this is not somebody getting sent on to their destiny, right? If it's something faded, changing, and there being a complete evolution, and somebody being sent on their life path because where they at is not it. This is you. But like I said, however, this is you facing the future very fiercely. And it's the right thing to do. The North Node is when you're definitely in the right energy. When you are facing your North Node, you're doing the right thing. And if you're facing it as the Queen of Wands, you are facing it very fearless, like you are taking no prisoners. The Wheel of Fortune. What is all this Sagittarius energy, y'all? Do y'all notice this in all my reads? Are any of y'all familiar with astrology? Why is this Sagittarius? Or y'all really need to keep y'all eyes open for what happens in Sagittarius season. It's just happening. It's coming up so much in the reads. Look, Two of Pentacles. This is what I know. If this is about you in the near future, this is the wheel of destiny happening here. It keeps coming up that you're going to have a few options here, right? A few choices. Some of you may have a Sagittarius assisting you here. You may have a Leo around, a Gemini around. I Sagittarius. I like, whew. Whew. Look, the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, listen, I'm telling you, Pisces. Listen, if this is not the Wheel of Fortune finally turning in a situation where, like I said, if a Queen of Wands needs to go, right? If the show is over for a Queen of Wands, because this could definitely be that, right? If fate and destiny has finally taken the turn that it's needed to go for someone. And this Queen of Wands, you can put her where she goes. She could be male or female, because I told you in the beginning, I felt like some of you know a secret about someone that's going to blow the fuck up. It's going to shake. It's going to be ground. What's the word I'm looking for? Ground shattering, earth shattering, right? For some of you, it is going the way it's supposed to go, right? And like I said, it's going to present a couple of options for you. Good ones. Didn't I say it? The Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you could be rewarded for keeping your ass up out of it. It could be definitely something coming towards you where you're put in a position to make a choice, to choose something. For some of you, this is about work. The High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, yes. Right? For sure. And under here is the wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. I told you, the Page of Swords. Some of you are happy to see somebody go. You are happy that somebody got peeped and got sent packing. But for some of you, you are being looked at. It's something about you figuring out something about traveling and transportation. You figuring out how to get to something, or back and forth or something like that. But it's good. For some of you, this is just simply you being this Queen of Wands. What I love about it is it feels like you are taking control of your own destiny and your own fate. You are determined to make some changes. You are determined to make destiny and fate being to your will and not the other way around. Like, you are not coming off in an energy where you are a victim to any circumstances. You are ready to face forward into your destiny, and you are ready to turn this Wheel of Fortune around. Like, you're ready to turn things around in your favor. And I do feel like you are absolutely correct. It's coming. You're going to have to use your intuition because some of you are going to be presented with 2 opportunities. You're going to have to weigh some shit out, the pros and the cons, but I see abundance coming in. I see you being rewarded for whatever this high priestess energy is that you have, right? For your wisdom, for your intuition, for your knowledge, right? For your, I heard for your discretion, right? For some of you, you're going to be rewarded for your discretion, right? But there's definitely something going in your favor here. No doubt about it. Wow. Okay. Let me get one more. Spirit, give me one more on the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Look. These 6 of Wands. I got you, Leslie. That means we're doing it live. Where my pen at? I'm writing you down. We're doing it live. The 6 of Wands. Now, again, this is you getting victory, success, acknowledgement. Some of y'all is promotions, right? Some of y'all, if y'all do something in the realm of performance, right? If there's something about you speaking or being on some sort of stage or performance, right? I could even be talking to a tarot reader, right? Right, whatever it is, the 6 of Wands is definitely victory and success and being acknowledged. Now, again, I could also see this the other way because I told you that Queen of Wands energy could definitely be someone who did things for attention, for ego, for vanity, right? Who like to be the center of attention, like to be on center stage. Like I said, it could be something. I told you it could be. I heard shows over, right? Someone's karmic show. Somebody's karmic show could be over. Okay, Leslie. Well, I got you and I'm still up. And as long as you ain't going to sleep, we cool. When I'm closing this up, let me know if you still up and we'll do the live Q&A. But if not, I'll do you a video and I can send it over. But this is the 6 of Wands. Let me see what's underneath this deck. Uh-oh, see, listen. Again. Either the boss finally took notice of what this wench was doing, or you've gotten the attention of the emperor, right? Or you are the emperor, right? Some of you are the emperor. You are the boss, right? Some of you are the boss. And you were destined to be the boss, right? Some of you, it was your destiny to step up and move forward and be the boss. It was destiny for you to do it. For some of you, this is about something that a boss is seeing about someone else, right? There could be a masculine energy that's seeing this about a feminine energy, right? Doesn't have to be. Put the people where they go. Some of you, has everything to do with employment, and I feel like this could be you getting the promotion or the acknowledgement. This is a success. Look, and here's another one, the King of Pentacles. Put it where it goes. Again, 10 of Wands, somebody could be let go. It could be about letting go, right? Some of you, I'm hearing too, if there is a masculine energy that owes you something, right? Like, I do feel like there could be an energy with a King of Pentacles and a 10 of Wands where there's some sort of situation where you've been carrying the load of something alone, right? There could be something about a decision being made here. But there could definitely be assistance coming from this King of Wands and this King of Pentacles and this Emperor. There's a plan, a secret plan here. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, if somebody's been doing some sneaky shit at work, they're definitely going to get caught. They're going to get sent back and it's over. It's over. But again, I like this for you if this is you. You can definitely be getting the success, the acknowledgement. You could be getting an offer, like as far as work, that'll definitely help get you out of this feeling of feeling oppressed, help you get out of an energy where you're feeling like you're oppressed, where you're able to make some sort of movement here, okay? Me too, Yippee. Me too. I understand. Okay, so let's see what this Chariot and this self-worth is about. Because like I said, either someone is getting sent packing And they're doing that, and it's happening in order for an issue of, in order to heal an issue of unworthiness, in order to establish some new boundaries, some new expectations. It's happening in order to change the values and the value systems. It could even be happening to raise morale, right? It could be to boost morale, but it is happening in the energy of bringing in a higher vibration. It could also be an energy of somebody finally ready to move forward because they have healed this energy of unworthiness. They have set boundaries. There is something about their expectations and their value system. Somebody could be getting sent packing because whoever was in a position to send somebody packing needed to do that first. They needed to heal and set them boundaries and get it together. But I do feel like also, I'm talking to you, Pisces, that moving forward, that you're ready to take control of some shit for sure, and you're moving forward very successfully. You're in control, more in control, and in an energy of like, you know that you're going to triumph. Like, there's no, for me, with the energy you're giving me, if this is you, and in the future, there's no question that you're going to triumph. And anything that may have made you doubt it yourself before, that's that healing unworthiness. You've healed that. Okay? Give me some for this Chariot energy with self-worth for Pisces. Now, why is he here? Why do all these people want to show up in this read? Why is this King of Swords? Okay, you could be this King of Swords. Right? You could just be no nonsense, say what you mean what you say, make head over heart decisions, right? But that Emperor was under that deck too at the end. Y'all gonna have to put these people where they go. Y'all not gonna wear me out with all this at the end of this damn read. Wow. Why is that King of Swords there? Oh, wow. Okay, Yippee. Thank you. Thank you, Yippee. Yeah, they extra as hell, ain't they? But yeah, again, if somebody got sent packing, that man made the decision. Some of you, there's a masculine energy assisting you, a King of Swords, because again, I did have that Gemini energy there. I sure did. There could be somebody helping you like heal that unworthiness. There could also be this Ace of Swords coming in from someone that is helping to heal that unworthiness. I told you there's some sort of magnetic attraction to you. Here's the Ten of Cups. Give me one more for this Chariot energy. Why did that King of Swords have to come down? Could be a masculine energy deciding this too. I don't know. Look. Yeah, because they love to do this. The Six of Swords. There's that moving on energy again. And then here's a Queen of Pentacles with Two of Pentacles. Why? Nine of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The Hangman. The Five of Swords. The World. Why? Why? All this back and forth. The Fool. For some of y'all, it's a whole mess. Like I said, it's a whole mess dealing with people. Because I am seeing some stuff about some people and some stuff that's going on here. Like I said, if somebody gets sent packing, it's going to open up. I saw them two opportunities for us before. I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is definitely us with two options. The Queen of Pentacles does know her worth, right? This is someone who knows her worth. Period. This could also be, Pisces, someone else knowing your worth, because I have two people here. This could be an energy about someone else knowing your worth too. There's an energy of moving on, like I said, and here's that Six of Swords again. So with the Chariot and the Six of Swords, there is movement. There is traveling, right? There is physical movement about something here. But bigger than that, it's also one of those decisions where someone head and heart are on the same page. This is when you are ready to move forward with things in a spirit where your head and your heart is clear. Remember, I told you before, the problem was Someone's heart may have been accepting of some things and they were able to get that together, but maybe it's just something about where your head is at, right? But in the near future, there's an energy where everybody's head is clear and everybody's heart is clear about where things are going. And there's a couple of options here. I see some anxiety here about this Ace of Wands, but I see you getting the enlightenment for it. It goes back and forth between like a little anxiety about some new shit coming in, enlightenment coming in, and okay, this is what it is. There's anxiety about this Ace of Wands coming in. There's anxiety about the Ace of Wands. It comes in, you get the enlightenment that is coming in, and then mentally you start having some mental anxiety about that because the world and the Fool is here. You start becoming there's a little mental anxiety, and you have to put it where it goes because it's determining what it's about for you. But it's something about you being in your head just a little bit. Like it's a different set of problems, right? Like at first you was worried that you were gonna get something, right? And once you got the enlightenment that you are getting it, then the mindset moves into something a little differently. Like then that's when the other things to consider start to come in. But it's because the World and the Fool. There is a complete cycle wrapping up. There's a completion here. There's a completion here, and there's a lesson learned in everything. And then the Fool tells me that there's a completely new cycle that's happening. Okay? I just have to let it be where it is, okay? What number did you give them, Yippee? Now don't make me start talking like that, because what I used to do was I would give a specific name and number, and it could be some truth to it. It might be somebody I used to work with. It may not be exactly true. It might be my sister. Who knows? What number did you give? Hey, Kelly. But yeah, this is how I'm seeing it, y'all. I did not mean for this read to be this long. I'm going to have to make us a shorter video to go up pre-recorded, or no one's ever going to see these videos because they're so long. But I enjoy talking to y'all. I feel like we get to a lot. I just hope. It's 40-something of y'all in here, so I'm saying something that makes some kind of sense to somebody. And I truly appreciate that. I do appreciate y'all's support. Now, a lot of y'all do know I am offering mini reads. If you're ever interested, you can email me at fortheloveofwatertarot@gmail.com. Since I am still in the process of picking up the pieces, I am still offering mini reads. They are $25, okay? If you were interested in how those work, you may want to turn into the live that I'm going to turn on very soon, because I'm going to actually do one live for Leslie. You could check it out, see if it's something that you want to do. If you want to book, you can, or you can even email me for a private, and I will just send a video. It will be just like I do on the live, but it might be a little more detailed because I'm not doing it on a platform. I'm not doing it in a way where the whole world can hear what we're talking about in real time. So, I can be a little more relaxed with what I say, a little more detailed, because it's not going to be seen by anybody but you. Okay? I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope that if anything resonated, if any of y'all have too been struggling, like with just that energy of getting out of your own way, because I feel like I'm not the only one. Like, and I mean that in a way of like really being in your head about some things. It's not like we don't want to move forward, but I definitely feel like that, everybody can go through that from time to time. I do feel like we're being called to be fucking fearless right now, right? To face some shit head on. Take control. Speak up for ourselves. Heal any unworthiness. Set healthy boundaries. Happiness is an inside job. Y'all know I've been telling y'all that for a long time. Happiness is an inside job. If you if you learn the key to keeping yourself happy, no one can take your happiness away from you, right? If it doesn't belong with one person, if it belongs to you, no one can take it. Right? They can only take it if you give it to them, okay? All right, so y'all give me a couple of minutes and I'm going to get everything cleared off, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to start the live Q&A session, and we can maybe chop it up and do some other things. We can talk, if y'all want to talk, we could discuss. I could pull some cards on some other stuff. We can talk whatever y'all want to do, because I'm awake now, okay? So if you're interested, come back and join me. But if this is where we part, I thank you for entrusting me, believing me, supporting me, allowing me this opportunity. I hope something I said may have gave you just a little bit of peace, love, light, and clarity. And if you feel inclined to want to give me anything back, you can please give me the like, comment, subscribe, or share, or figure out how to do that damn what is it again? The promote or the whatever it is on the video. That I believe that'll help too. Okay. All right, guys, I'm clocking off. I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Okay. Sit tight. I love you guys, and you guys have a good night. For those where we're partying, you guys have a good night. Stay beautiful, stay safe, stay high vibing. Love on the ones that love you back, right? Okay, I will see a lot of you in a couple of minutes. Okay. Good night.